This is the Chris Abraham Show.
Welcome to the Chris Abraham Show, Season 4, Episode Octane 18. And I am here in a windy day, in a windy park filled with cars going by and people and birds and yapping, so I apologize. I do have a dead cat on my Sony WS-853 recorder, and I am reaching out to you today to report on just 1 week of carnivore diet and getting back on the rowing machine. And the reason why I'm so motivated to talk about it today is because TLDR, what is it called? Spoiler alert, my knees don't bother me. I'll be right back. Talk to you soon. Welcome back to Season 4, Episode 18. My name is Chris Abraham, and I wanted to tell you that I've been on a carnivore diet now for 7 days, and I'm regular, which is something I was extremely afraid of not being. And secondly, my knees do not feel all messed up at all. At 333 pounds and 6'3", I hate my knees. But I believe that most of that had to do with inflammation. And I should have known, because when I was a little boy, my parents had to deal with the fact that I was always sneezing and always my nose was always runny, and I always had sinus drip, and I was always stuffy. And my parents took me to an allergist in Kailua, across the Pali from Oahu, Honolulu, where I lived, and they did a prick test. And that has nothing to do with my nether regions. That has to do with my arm. They would prick me with different things that I might be allergens, things I might be allergic to. And turns out I'm allergic to everything, including or excluding plumeria. But I should have known that if I'm that easily allergic and that completely allergic to everything that my lungs and my nose and my sinuses inhales and breathes from the world, that I'm probably allergic to loads of stuff that I consume. And now that I'm only eating eggs, beef, butter, coffee, water, sometimes some pickles, even though that's not strict, I feel really good. And I'm on Reddit right now in a so if you go to reddit.com/u/Chris Abraham, you'll see that I'm talking to people about in the carnivore sub about how easy it is to get full on the carnivore diet. That just like eating that much meat, or just only meat, kind of makes me feel a little nauseated. Not because I care about the souls of poor little animals, I don't, but for whatever reason, I could eat, fries and chips and beans and rice and all that kind of other stuff all day long. I can eat lentils and curries, but if I eat, a big meal of ground beef and butter and eggs, little hot sauce and salt and pepper, I'm done, and I'm like, ugh. So one of the arguments that we're having on the Reddit, not arguments, one of the discussions we have as to whether or not you need to drink more water under a carnivore diet or less, or only when you're thirsty. My little app called Simple app is an intermittent fasting app, and it wants me to drink a gallon of water a day. It wants me to drink 155 ounces a day, but also I am 333 pounds and 6'3", so maybe I should drink a gallon of water a day, maybe in order to feed all of my ginormous fat cells. Maybe I should definitely be drinking that much water to compensate. So I don't know, but I do know that I'm thinking that maybe drinking that much water helps with the movement through the system and out the other end. I'm extremely afraid of that, but I think what does that is things like cheese and other types of things like dairy and stuff. Who knows? But I am taking a fiber supplement, but not a fiber supplement that has any type of sugar or anything. I'm just taking that type of fiber supplement that's just like some sort of husk or shell or something, and that's it. So I'm taking that. I'm taking multivitamins. I'm taking my prescription. Yesterday I had a little container of bone broth, beef bone broth. That was awesome. I might do that again today. Later I'll stop by Giant and get myself a big bottle of beef bone broth. And that's how it's going. But it might not be 100% the diet. Like, I've started making sure that I'm on the rowing machine every day. I'm not up to 60 minutes a day, which is what I aim for. My golden baseline is 60 slow rowing minutes a day. And if you want to see, I'll try to keep all that stuff updated on reddit.com/r/slow rowing. If you're interested, please join me there. But, basically I'm rowing at 22 to 24 strokes per minute at around 3 minutes to 3 minutes 20 per 500 meters. And sometimes when I lose myself and I'm really into a television show or a movie, it'll get down to 2 minutes 50 seconds per 500 meters. And when I really get used to it and I kind of get extremely comfortable with the gold standard of 60 minutes, I am going to start adding, in the rowing world, in crew, they call that kind of meterage, that kind of work, they call it steady state, where I would do 2 minutes 50 for 60 minutes, going for everybody who's anybody involved with Concept 2s is connected via erg data, which is an app, and that erg data app connects to my Performance Monitor 5 PM5 device via Bluetooth, and that logs to log.concept2.com. So it logs every meter that I do, which of course right now goes towards the fall challenge right now. But it doesn't matter. I want to do an hour every day, and that to me is around, at least during the start, a little under 10,000 meters a day. As I become stronger and more comfortable with the rowing, it'll probably be more like 15,000, 12,500, something like that. And if I add power 10s, power 20s, which is basically rowing for pulling as hard as I can for 15 or 25 strokes, or 13, actually, like pulling hard for 10 strokes or 20 strokes, but then there's like not included in those 10 strokes is what's called an up 1, up 2, so it ends up being 12 hard strokes, maybe 22 hard strokes if you add the 2 strokes that are dedicated to ramping up from steady state into hard strokes. So adding those, I think 20 strokes would be really good for all the things that high intensity gives to your body. It's anabolic as opposed to aerobic. No, it's anaerobic as opposed to aerobic. Oh, by the way, yesterday when I said interior chain, I guess so, but I meant posterior chain. The posterior chain is the part of your body that is activated when you do kettlebell swings. It is also most of the nervous system and muscular chain that is activated when you row on a sliding seat rower. I guess it's also if you're on a rowboat or whatever, but it's more along the lines if you really get your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, your upper back, your scapula, etc. So, it's really exciting about these knees. I must tell you that there seems to be a direct correlation with not being in pain and being generally more active. So the less in pain you are, the more active you'll be willing to become. The lighter you are, the more likely you are to be active. The fitter you are, the more likely you are to be fitter. So it seems to me that fitness is a game of hockey stick, where in the beginning it's really challenging, but as you start to become more fit and more mobile and in less pain, it means that you'll be doing more standing, more walking, more running, more climbing than you will be if you're in pain. You'll spend more time standing and sitting and lying down. So if you can find a way, whether it's through diet or physical therapy or getting onto a rowing machine and working on range of movement exercises like on the rowing machine or leg extension, I've always found in terms of lubricating my knees, getting into a gym and on a leg extension machine has always been really good for my range of movement and for my mobility with regards to my creaky knees. You should do it, because on the other hand, my CrossFit buddy, my business partner Dan Kruger, he tells me that at his level of 8-pack, super trap, super deltoids, super pecs, super quads, he tells me that in the last 10 years he's always been sore. So all I can say to him is, fuck that. I don't want to be sore every day. I don't mind being sore a little bit of the day or tired a little bit of the day, but I don't want to be constantly sore. So I think that moderate exercise is going to be my pathway into a longer life and a better future, rather than high intensity, extreme intensity exercise ever will be. Anyway, we'll be right back with season 4 episode 18 closing right after this.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is Chris Abraham, The Chris Abraham Show, formerly known as Chris Cast. Season 4, Episode 14. My name is Chris Abraham. He says redundantly. You can reach me at chris@abraham.su. You can reach me at chrisabraham.com. You can reach me at calendly.com/chrisabraham/15. You can Signal, Telegram, or WhatsApp me. You can text me, or you can call me at +1 202 352 5051. You can find me at twitter.com/chrisabraham, facebook.com/chrisabraham, youtube.com/chrisabraham, instagram.com/chrisabraham, linkedin.com/in/chrisabraham. chris-abraham.com is my Tumblr. noagendasocial.com/@Chris is me. Girovic.su/@Chris is me. If you go to girovic.su, you can sign up for an account, I believe, Mastodon account, and follow me there. I would love it if anybody joined, if anybody followed me there. Currently, nobody listens to me in the entire world. Even though a woman who goes to my cafe thinks that I'm, and my best friend, my mother didn't think I was funny or anything. My mother didn't think I was interesting at all. It's supposed to be your mother who loves you, but my buddy Mark and my friend from Iditos, they both think that I'm the funniest thing in the entire world. And while I think that's only because they adore me and because I've got their funny bone and the fact that they are charmed by me through chemistry. But if you think that's true too, please give me a review, give me some stars, give me some love, give me some money, give me some jobs, give me some gigs, and I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to The Chris Abraham Show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time.